And we're off. Um, I don't like know how to stream, so I guess we're just gonna ball. My mic probably sounds bad. Sorry if my mic sounds bad. But yeah, so I'm just gonna make stuff up. I don't actually have like an idea for a fan game. I just really want to make UI for a fan game. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Uh, I'm going to be making up stuff. So I guess I guess I should probably think of an idea. Uh, I want it to be set in Apollo Justice though. That is 100% for sure because I love Apollo Justice and it is also Apollo Justice time. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be set in AA4. Maybe okay. I gotta slow my roll. I gotta slow my roll. So it's set in Aces 34. There's I guess I should okay. So let's think of like what would I want? I really want to make like a prosecutor story for like the prosecutor's point of view. I'm actually gonna say um story from prosecute how, how yeah, I still can't spell. That's great. So yeah, so set it's 34. Set from the prosecutor's point of view. Uh okay, wait. YouTube's giving me warnings. Okay. So yep, set from the prosecutor's point of view. Uh, I think, Doug, I think I want like, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? I should really just start making a character and then just ball from there. I feel like that's the funner alternative. My playlist stopped again. That's great. That's really nice. Actually, what? Hold up. I do a bit of soundtrack maintenance right now because I have no idea why I'm not doing this through YouTube Music. Uh, let's see. I'm the best streamer of all time. That's loud. Right. Okay. Okay, we're gonna make this really quiet. Okay, I think that's better. This feels better. I like YouTube Music better anyways. Okay. All right, we're back. We ball. Time to think of whatever idea I was thinking of before. Okay, so I think that uh we make a character first, and then we just ball after that. We go character first, and then we ball. So I'm gonna get some references real quick. Uh, I'll be right back for like 5 seconds. Actually, wait, I can just turn off my capture, so I don't accidentally dox myself. Um, let's see. Also, like, I'm just so excited for Deltarune. Like, it's not even funny. Like, mainly, I'm just streaming so that I can secretly talk about Deltarune and Ace Attorney, because I'm a guy who likes Deltarune and Ace Attorney. So yeah. Ooh, what if I make like, dude, my heart wants to make something Simon Blackwell related, but I feel like that's silly, and I don't think we should go Simon Blackwell related. I want it to be like original characters, but also like I also want to include the prosecutors I like. We'll see though. Um, all right. Yeah. Let's just throw all the prosecutor images I have. Do I not have an? There's a good chance I do not have an Endorf. Wow, that's embarrassing. Okay. Get, please come back to me, please. Stream. Okay, there we go. We have our prosecutors. I'm looking at them, and not gonna lie, so Black Quill and Clevier are just wearing like the same fit. I'm gonna be honest, they really do got that going on. Okay, so I'm gonna bring these over here actually. So I say that like we sketch out like a little something something. I'm just gonna make up stuff. Like, unfortunately, you'll learn very fast that like I just make stuff up. Like, I didn't have a single idea going into this, and this is how I'm gonna find out that said idea. So I probably should have grabbed like a reference image for like the style, but whatever. I don't even know if I'm gonna copy the style yet, anyways. So we're just gonna ball for now. We're gonna ball. All right, yeah. Deltarune. What are my Deltarune predictions? I would say I I I really find all of Asgore the Asgore weeb memes really funny. Although I don't really know why it seems so Japanese, especially in the trailer. But we'll see. Uh, I'm just scared for everyone. I'm gonna be honest. I'm scared for like especially Toby being like, yeah, guys, let's just have like one last huzzah. Like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Toby? Tricky Toby. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I think it's I think it's gonna turn out good, fine. I don't think it's gonna be that long. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna be pretty short. Uh, sorry, I just had an idea to make her a woman. I want to make her a woman now. I feel like we need a woman protagonist in the Ace Attorney series. This also doesn't feel very centered to me. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. I feel like it's gonna turn out okay. Hopefully. But yeah, I don't know. It just bugs me. I feel like even if this is gonna be like a more chill chapter, like I don't think it's gonna be. I feel it's gonna be like kind of like another chapter two, which I don't mind because I like chapter two. Why is my bitrate keep on going down? Please, I need this. Um, okay, yeah, it is pretty crunchy. Hold up. Let's go. How do I even change that? I don't know how to stream. Output video bitrate. I feel like my bitrate's fine. No one's watching, so it doesn't matter. Whatever, YouTube, shut up. Okay. Wow, I am distracted. Okay, back to creating this girl, I guess. Uh, I kind of want her to be like. I'm really trying not to let my bias show here, but I really want her to be like Simon Blackfield E adjacent. Uh, so let's give her like she probably went to like Venus. So should I give her some of the uniform? What's the Themis uniform? Hold up. I don't want to close my capture. I'll just look at it on my PC. What is the Themis uniform? Themis. God, I didn't even test how loud my keyboard probably is. I feel like I feel like I should be on top of this. Ow, I should be on top of this, but oh, I did not know they had different colors for what attorneys they are. I feel like I also should have known that, but whatever. So let's give her the first male. There actually is a female version. Okay. That's so niche. I don't even think my Ace Attorney ball knowledge could have covered that. Okay. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. Filter's gonna be peak, man. Especially with like without any like spoilers, of course. Like I've been seeing all of the Digital Circus finale stuff, which I thought was fine myself personally. I've never been like a super huge Digital Circus fan. Like I've been there like the whole time. I just haven't been like into it, I think, as much as other people have. Uh, but yeah, like again, not to like spoil too much, but like all of the like Jack's first, Rouse next comments are really funny to me. Like maybe we can hope and pray. All right, back to I don't know drawing. I'm thinking of because like obviously you guys can't see it, but they have like a tie, and I kind of want to do a bow just because I think it'd be cute. Because I like bows. So yeah, I'm gonna try to base it off of, I guess, kind of like a Sebastian Eustace Winter type deal. I want it to be like basically the uniform, but like a little extra. Okay. Um. Yep. Change so. Why is it so? Oh, I was like, why is it so gray? I'm like in the shading. Okay. What else? I've been playing a lot of rhythm games lately, which isn't surprising if you know me. I love rhythm games, but like mostly I just play like Project Sekai or something silly like that, like more mobile rhythm games. But I've been playing a bit of Osu recently, and honest to God, Osu is really fun. Not that I'm good at it. I think like the hardest levels I can play are like a 2.8 or something. So it's not like crazy impressive, but it's definitely fun. And I don't know, the community around it is like super sick too. That's a huge bow. Okay. But yeah, the community around it is like super cool. And I'd love to get into it more if I have more time too. But I feel like these movement portions are weird, but yeah, whatever. I think it can be okay. I'm trying to like hold back demons and not give her like the classic like off the shoulder thing that I always do because I feel like that'd be easy cop out here. Um, but a lot of the prosecutors here do have like sturdy arm thingies. Clavier's arms are just kind of like that, but like both Black Quill and Nayuta have like little spike thingamajigs, and I kind of want to incorporate that. Mm, I don't know how to do that in a sailor uniform though. It's like a sailor uniform. You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of doing the outfit. I'm just gonna go to the head because that's an easy thing that I know how to do. So let me use my brain. Let me use my brain. All almost a lot of the prosecutors have long hair. I think actually maybe it's closer to an even split between like all of the games of all the prosecutors. So I guess I'm gonna go medium left because that feels right to me. Um, let's go like let's just on a new layer so I don't mess up anything. I kind of want it to be like I think it should be a fun color, but fun color comes after thinking about the shape of it. So let's go. Ooh, that's like that's very. It feels very Ace Attorney to me. I really move my canvas around, don't I? Okay, let's go like maybe like that. It's kind of giving Danganronpa, gonna be honest, but let's go like Three. Ooh, it's kind of rough. I could just go like a classic. Okay, now that's Danganronpa. That's some Danganronpa hairstyle right there. Uh, I wanted to kind of, I wanted to be like some texture back there, but okay. I definitely want to be spikier. Maybe I do like a. It's really hard to commentate when I'm focused on drawing, but maybe I do like a that. You know what I mean? Like a. Ooh, yeah, I actually do kind of like that. Okay, so we do like a little something like that, a little something like that. Don't know how I'm gonna bring it over there though. I could just slide it. I could do like a maybe like a little low slide. Yeah, yeah. We do like that. That feels nice. Okay, that feels less nice. No, no, I like it. That feels okay. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna end. I don't wanna end it weird. I don't wanna. Maybe I don't know. Okay, I don't know. No, no, definitely not there. Definitely not there. Definitely not there. No, okay, I'm just gonna end it. All right, that's kind of weird. Yeah, that seems that seems chill. I'm okay with that. It's kind of like it is low-key giving like updone in the front and then wild in the back. Uh, but I think that was pretty cute. And in terms of face, ooh, in terms of face, I kind of want her to maybe like. Okay, let me turn on the hair actually. I feel like she should be like. I do kind of wish we had like a straight up like cheerful prosecutor. Because I feel like all the prosecutors we've had have been like super serious. I want like a trucy of like prosecutors. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll do something like that. I don't want her to look cheerful though. I kind of want her to be like kind of reserved and then like she's just like crazy determined and confident when she goes to court. But like kind of in like a rookie type of way. Okay, those eyes are kind of weird though. Oh, I should change my title real quick. Change settings. Oh, that's so new. Yeah, that's that's fine. Does that even show up on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that actually. I feel like we don't my mic sounds good. I feel like that's something. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like that's something I should maybe test. Um, not that anyone's watching, but we ball, we ball forever and ever and ever. All right, now I get to hear myself talk. I get to hear myself talk? Question mark? Yeah. Okay, that's great. I love my dog barking. I love my dog barking. I absolutely love it. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I'm gonna take a quiet moment for my dog. Never met. That never happened. There's no proof that that ever happened. Nobody saw it happen. Okay, yep, those eyes are way too high. All right. I I need to continue playing Resident Evil. I started because my brother got some like an Xbox Game Pass uh free trial, and I think he was playing something like 2K on it or something. One of the 2Ks. And I was like, oh, I should take advantage of that. And then I started playing Resident Evil, but I have not continued it yet. Mostly because I'm bad at it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a particularly skilled gamer, I can admit that. Uh, and yeah, I've just been getting clapped. So I think not too long ago, I ended up like I don't know. We were like something was wrong with our AC not too long ago. Uh, so we had to stay out by the TV, and I forced him to play it because I thought it would be funny. And he actually liked it a lot because we continued playing for like a few hours. So that was great. We didn't get far. Definitely not far enough to make any real progress in the game. Uh, like definitely still a tutorial level. But it was really fun, and I should definitely do it more and again. If I can remember to play it in my super long list I have of games that I should play, and that is including Deltarune soon, of course. Oh my god, once I get my hands on Deltarune, it's so over forever. This is gonna be the only thing I'm ever gonna talk about. I kind of want to stream it, but I don't feel like I should because I'm gonna get spoiled to oblivion, and it's really gonna suck. Like even if I play it during, excuse me, even if I play it during release, like which I will be the moment that it drops, I'll be there. But even then, I just feel like it's I'm gonna get spoiled. Some person's gonna go and play the game like at like a genuine like hair speed, and then they're gonna go in some random YouTuber's chat and be like, "Hey man, look at blah blah blah. Isn't that crazy that that happened?" And nobody else will get there. It'll be unfortunate, and I don't want that to happen to me. I do want to make a video on it though because I love Deltarune. I'm so surprised I haven't made a video on it yet. But to be fair, there's no long form videos on my channel whatsoever. Mostly because I'm lazy. That's also why I haven't posted a video in months. Uh, oh my God. Hold up. My brain's not working. Drawing assistance is already on. Okay. Uh, yeah, I haven't posted in long, and it's basically because I have no motivation, or anything to talk about, and I don't want to make like shorts on stuff that I don't care about. Truthfully. Uh, and yeah, I've also been kind of just working on game stuff. Not much game stuff, honestly, but like between that and work, it's been pretty busy. I feel like this space looks weird. So I'm gonna move it. But yeah, I'm truly great at this content thing for sure. Uh, I want, hopefully this summer, I can work on making more content. Uh, Probably gaming videos or game dev videos, since those are the only things that I would like to make content about. Uh, Although I do like making like news-based shorts and stuff like that. Basically, just stuff I think is interesting. Uh, and maybe, well, because next month is Art Fight, and Art Fight's going to be so loaded. Just that month in general for me is going to be really loaded. So, like, between content and Art Fight, I don't know what I'm going to do. Unless I make content about Art Fight, which then would make a lot of this a lot easier. Uh, so I might do something like that. I feel like this face still looks weird and it's bugging me, but I don't know how to fix it. I think her eyes are too big. We might need to do some eye shrinking surgery. Maybe it's not. Maybe. Nah. No, her eyes are kind of too big. I'm gonna slim it down a little bit. I'll do it on this side actually. But yeah, I I wish I had more complex thoughts to talk about on a live stream. I don't know. I haven't live streamed in like years. I don't know what people talk about. I assume it's nothing really, but I don't have anything crazy to note on. as of late. I well, obviously since I'm making an Ace Attorney fan game, I can talk about that. In terms of what's happening right now, I don't know, man. I'm balling. I'm doing something. I'm putting something on the canvas, and I'll make up the rest of the stuff later. Uh, oh my God, she should have a pet. I kind of want to. I really like Taka's bit, and like, I mean, I talked about this earlier. I love Simon Blackwell, so I feel like she should have a pet because I think it would be funny. I think that more prosecutors should have pets, honestly. I think that every prosecutor should have a pet. We're going to ignore why Simon got that pet, but I think it'd be fun. All right, I guess I'm, I'm thinking too much on the face, so I guess I'm just gonna go back to the outfit, which I was already pressing about because of the whole sleeve thing. So what if we just do like I don't know why I turned on assist. I don't need assist for this. Uh, what if we have it like just like more structure? That seems weird. I'm gonna just sketch out the shoulders first, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely want to make Ace Attorney content in the future though. Uh, maybe like whenever Ace Attorney 7 comes out, whenever that thing happens, I'll like definitely make content about it. I'll milk that thing to the ground if I have to. If I can talk about Ace Attorney like seriously and people will listen, like that's all I yearn for. I yearn. Wow, okay, that looks weird. I yearn to talk about Ace Attorney. Uh and Ace Attorney 7 would be a great time for that if Ace Attorney 7 exists and we haven't been lied uh about it for like many, many, many years. Because honestly, at this point, I really feel like it's just a farce. They put Ace Attorney 7 on that timeline roadmap, and they were like, yeah, yeah, guys, that thing. But like, I mean, it's not like we haven't been getting any content. We've got it like I know a bunch of like merch has come out, like collab cafes, obviously like the release of uh Chronicles and all that jazz. There's been like Ace Attorney. It's not like there hasn't been any Ace Attorney for like 10 years, but like there also hasn't really been in any Ace Attorney for like 10 years. So it's kind of, I don't know. Like I appreciate the ports. I especially appreciate the translations. I still haven't played uh freaking I don't know what's called Prosecutor's Path. Investigations too. I still haven't played Investigations too. I've played a little bit of it. But yeah, I appreciate what they're doing, truly. But like it also kind of sucks that we haven't had any real content in so long. It kind of just feels like they're like toying with us. It's like, oh yeah, you guys like you love the idea. Like yeah, man, we just want Ace Attorney 7. Like I feel like they're just playing with us basically. Because like Capcom would rather release 20 million Resident Evils before like a lick of an Ace Attorney game, which again really sucks because it's not like it's like a dead franchise. Obviously, people still care about it if they still care to make ports every like 2 years. But I don't know. I feel like, and especially with like this year being so important to the franchise, like being like the year that Apollo Justice was taking place in, like a bunch of anniversaries for the game, like now would be the time to release an Ace Attorney 7. And like, I don't know. I don't want to say that I don't feel like it's gonna happen, but I really don't feel like it's gonna happen at this point. Like, I feel like we've been like led astray so many times, and like, I don't know, especially with like the direct that happened a few weeks ago. Awesome direct. We got Deltarune news, so I really can't complain that hard. But also, like, come on, man, it was right there. And also, like, Capcom never releases anything Ace Attorney on like any. It's always the Nintendo Direct. I mean, obviously, probably not for its entire lifetime, but all of the recent like ports and stuff like that have been on the Nintendo Direct. So like, they only do so many directs a year. You know what I mean? Like, eventually. I feel like this whole situation is just like one big eventually. Like, yeah, you'll get Ace Attorney 7 someday, but like, I don't know. I really do believe that like there's a chance that it'll happen. I don't think that we're like never gonna get Ace Attorney 7 because I feel like that seems stupid. And obviously Capcom still cares, I guess, about the franchise. But like, I don't know. It's just like each time I think about it, I just get a bit more depressed because I'm like, this is like a franchise I care about so much for, and just for it to be like straight nothing for so long, it's just really disappointing. And again, like I do appreciate like what we've gotten in the past few years. It's not like I'm like ungrateful for like all of the recent games and ports and modernizations, but also like new content, man. Please, Capcom. That's all anyone yearns for at this point. And even if we do get it, I don't even think it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be honest. I I don't have like no hope, but like there's a good chance that it's gonna be disappointing because of how long they spent brewing on it. If there's anything that they're brewing on in the first place, I feel like it's just gonna be like a nothing burger. And that would be really sad and disappointing. Although we've had very confusing games that no one's liked. I like Dual Destinies, by the way, just like that out there. But like we've had games like that where it's kind of been like a no one like it's just confusing and weird, especially with like the direction change that happened between Apollo Justice ish and Dual Destinies. But also like still, man, I don't know. There's a really good chance if it is something like if there's anything to this seventh game, then there's a good chance we're going to be disappointed in it regardless. Um, my solution for that is honestly like just make Naruto canon. That would, that would solve all of my issues with the franchise ever, for sure. Um, but no, I wish we had more like what do I wish for in Ace Attorney 7? I hope it's Athena, obviously. I think that's basically everybody's wish for more Athena because poor Athena has been robbed of every game that she's been in, and she hasn't been important really in any games that she's been in. Like, I do think that like for what it's worth, Dual Destinies had really great ideas. How they executed said ideas, especially spread out between all the cases that they've had, is very debatable. Like, I'm like probably like number 3 or 4 of like Clay Turan likers of all time. So I can't say that like I'm not giving the game some grace because I am, and just because I like it. I'm gonna be honest. If I swear to God, if I did like Dual Destinies, I'd be probably a lot harsher on it. But it's just like God, the way that they like set up the game, like timeline wise, absolutely horrible. Maybe the most horrible ever. I don't know who agreed with that, but it wasn't a good idea. Like, we should just make like the game completely out of order and then just make it super confusing to anyone who wants to play it for the first time. Like, yeah, man, you really did that. It's great, but yeah. I wish I could tell you what I'm doing with this outfit, by the way, but I can't. I'm just doing something. I Does she need a jacket? Why do Okay, actually, my stomach is like killing me. I gotta go eat in like, I gotta grab something to eat in a second. But why do all of like the Apologist's trilogy prosecutors have like a jacket or something? I really want to give. Oh my God, never mind. I got it. I got it. I got it. It clicked in my head. It clicked in my head the moment I said I wanted to give her a jacket. I have it. Whenever I have it right now. I really don't know if this is giving Ace Attorney. I still don't like her face. I might just redo it entirely at some point. But she needs a little mini jacket action. What action that is, I don't know, but she needs it. Like just like a mini little thing, you know. I still low key yearn for to give it like a off the shoulder look, but I can't do that. Like that's my classic. I can't do that right now. That seems I need to diversify my characters. Yeah. Yeah, let's give her a little something something to wear. Okay, back to the band drawing. I I don't know. I really do feel like I could totally just make this an extension of Apollo Justice. Like I could just dude, I could just put Apollo in it, bro. It's a fan game. Why am I thinking so hard about this? I can do whatever the heck I want. As long as Capcom doesn't come striking me down, but I don't think they would, right? Capcom, Pookie, we're friends. I totally just didn't insult you and how you haven't produced Ace Attorney 7 yet, but we're friends. I feel like I'll be okay. But again, I want it to be like in the universe, but like not really like with the characters. Like I feel like it would be cool if it was like a type of deal where it's like all the stuff that's happening like in Ace Attorney 4 is like happening like around them, but it's not like about it. You know what I mean? Like there'll be like headline news that like Phoenix Wright just got hit by a truck or something. And then they're like, oh man, that sucks. I guess time to work on this case. I really just want to be like one case. I really just want to make the an Ace Attorney system in Red Pie. That's all I wanted to do. That's the only reason I'm wanting to work on a fan game. So, I'm not like I'm not a crazy I still say like I'm decently a beginner at Red Pie. I make Red Pie. Red Pie is basically the only wow, I can't talk. Red Pie is like the only like real game engine that I know, I would say, front to back mostly. So I feel like I don't really want to stray away too far from my God and Savior Red Pie. And Red Pie is kind of difficult sometimes, most times with its everything. It doesn't really like working with you if you're not just trying to make a visual novel. Just a basic visual novel, which like yeah, I guess I understand it was made for visual novels. Can't make it do everything. But I, especially with someone with like barely any Python, basically no Python experience. I know Python. Like I've played with a little bit of Python here and there. I know what it does. I know how to read it. That doesn't mean I know how to code in it, but I do know RenPy. So most of the times I can just cheese my way through uh game development just because I know how to make RenPy do things that it probably shouldn't be doing. Uh, does that make for a well optimized game? Probably not. I doubt that any of my games are like well optimized. I don't even like at least for like the past few like uh game jam projects I've been working on. I didn't even touch the mobile UI because like I didn't think anybody would be playing my game on mobile. And then I put it on Pinterest. Suddenly, a bunch of people are playing it, and they're like, "Man, it sucks. I can't play because I'm on mobile." It's like, yeah, that does suck. I wish I would have thought about that. I do want to maybe update it at some point. To have a fixed mobile UI, but also like it seems like kind of excessive. But I just want to like continue the franchise in general. The franchise, like my one little mini story in a game jam is like a franchise now. I want to continue the main story not soon, but like I at least while it still has like momentum about it. Uh oh my God. Song. It's the song. Okay. Wow. You know when I talk about things, I don't it doesn't occur to me how much I skip around. I'm just saying stuff out of my mouth. All right. Zen. Yes, I would like to continue. Uh and like if you haven't played it, you should play it. Wink wink. 'Cause it's great. And I worked really hard on it when I did it. I made it in like a week or something. Uh but yeah, I want to continue it. I want to continue it in RPG Maker specifically. which RPG Maker I have uh kind of a love-hate relationship with because I love the idea of RPG Maker. It's a great idea. I love like the like no code kind of aspect of it, but also like it's just kind of confusing to my brain because it's no code. I'd rather look at code than look at whatever the heck RPG Maker's got and whatever it's doing with its no code type thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've spent so many hours on it though. I'm sure I could probably check now. It's probably a lot. I've probably spent a lot of hours on RPG Maker doing absolutely nothing. Uh, yeah, 35 hours. I haven't made anything in RPG Maker. I've just been messing around with all of it for 35 hours. I no, I've made like I've done like some like pixel art and like I've done a little demo of what could be a concept of a game, but it didn't have any story, and I was just like messing with RPG Maker's, I guess, code because I wanted to see how it worked. So it was basically nothing. I've never made any game in RPG Maker, but I kind of know how it works, at least enough to probably make something in the future. Uh, but I've just been, well, I've been busy, but I've also been like do I really want to make an RPG Maker game when I can just use RedPie? So anytime like any game jam comes up, I just go to RedPie first because like, I feel the safest using RedPie. So I don't know. It is something I want to look into for the future for sure. Uh wow, I'm looking back at her. She's so androgynous. She's so slay. Uh but yeah, I want to at some point make an RPG Maker game. Uh, when? I don't know. I feel like I feel like doing it for a game jam could be like good for me because I really like game jams. I like being able to do something with a time limit because time limits make me actually do the thing instead of just procrastinating it. Even though I literally just dropped out of the game jam like a few weeks ago. But that was mostly because I had too much going on that week. And I kind of didn't really feel like it. Yeah, I took like the idea way further than I probably realistically should have for a game jam. Although I made some really fire UI for it. I'm so proud of the UI I made for that game. I still think it's a great game idea. Uh, and I will continue it at some point. Uh, you might start to be seeing a trend where I just don't continue projects because like who continues projects nowadays, man? Continuing projects is overrated and it sucks. What if I give her like a choker? I'm gonna give her like some sort of earrings. I think that every good asymmetry prosecutor should have an earring. I kind of want to make it like what are what are a card? Freaking I don't know. I don't play poker or anything. Cards suits? Is it suits? uh, yeah. Okay, I'm so good at this, guys. Man, I'm sure this is the most riveting live stream of all time. Uh, as I just had to search up what the heck a card suit is. You can't even tell they're clovers, but they're clovers. Okay, the intention was clovers. I don't know if you can see that intention, but the intention was clovers. Uh, yeah, and I wanted to do choker, a little choker thing. Don't fill that. That's gonna explode. All right, there we go. Yeah, she's cute. She's so slay. I feel like she should be green. Oh, I forgot they changed to the UI of it. I think she should be green. Because clovers, and also because I said so. And I don't think that has any history prosecutor been green. This might be a new, fresh invention from the brain. Uh, I feel like I feel like Ace Attorney just needs more green characters. I don't think there's many green characters. I think they should all get a little greener. Honestly, Payne's suit is a lot greener than I remember it being in a lot of his key art. No, I don't think anyone's green. Maybe they just there's a lot of red. There's a lot of red. A lot of red, not much green. There's even pink. Okay, yeah, we're making a green prosecutor. A new, fresh idea for the franchise, I guess. Uh, I think she should have melanin because I said so. Um, but yeah, so I guess now that we're here, I can start thinking of ideas. I feel like I don't know what to name her, uh, obviously, but I think that she's like a fresh out of Themis. She's just starting her prosecuting career. Like it's a big time for like there's a lot of rookies in the game, and she wants to like make a name for herself. Uh, and yep, yep, I mean that's all the ideas I got right now. But oh, I didn't even draw her arm. Oopsie daisy. Uh, but yeah, I kind of want I okay. My brain's moving so much faster than I can speak. But I think that she should. I feel like the one case uh should be something like really silly. I I recently played like a uh an Ace Attorney fan game, which is the reason why I'm even doing this in the first place. Uh, and it was really fun and like uh it was based on a song. So like the whole idea of the case is that it was never really a real case in the first place. And I like that Ace Attorney like sometimes occasionally does like the whole like you think it's a civil case, it's secretly a murder case. Uh, I kind of want to do something like that because it's fun to like play with expectations. Although I do kind of wish we had just a civil case, but I think that's kind of boring. That's probably why they haven't done it yet. Uh, I also like the idea of taking it somewhere else, like they did in the anime, where not that I've seen the anime case, but where they take it on like the train or whatever, and the whole case happens there. Although it's a lot more of a investigations type deal, and less of a traditional uh, Ace Attorney case. Which again, I still kind of want it to just be set in the courtroom, good old fashioned. And I also want to make an original uh, defense attorney for this as well, because yeah, I think that having a defense attorney is good. Wow, this hand sucks. I don't want to spend too much time on the hand. I should just. I don't even have to make it like a hand, really. This is just a sketch. I don't need to make it like crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would be fun to make it kind of more. I don't know, a little bit more experimental because it's a fan game and I can do whatever the heck I want. But I still want it to be like similar to Ace Attorney at the end of the day. It'd be fun to do like a summer theme for it since it's it's summer and you know it's summer. I feel like summer would be fun. So maybe it can maybe it can be like kind of beach inspired so I can make a bunch of beach characters. I really don't know what to do for this. Um, and it's really bugging me. Hey, what if I just put it behind her? Wada bing, wada boom. I don't have to think about it anymore. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I want it to be on, or this isn't no official sprite. I can do what I want later. Uh, but yeah. So what if it's like a beach theme case? Well, it happens at a beach, which God knows how it would happen on a beach because there's a bunch of people there. But maybe that's why it's like it's hard to pinpoint who did it because there's a bunch of people there. Uh, maybe it happened in like a back house or something. You know, like the really expansive changing rooms that they have at beaches and stuff like that. Let's say it happened like that. Uh, and hold up, I'm looking at something, so my brain, I can't talk and also look at something. But yeah, so let's say it happened on a beach in a beach house, and the person who did it was like, let's say they were friends with the person who died in the beach house. Uh, and I don't know, man. I'm not good at thinking of mysteries. I don't know what the twist should be. Um, okay, wait, hold up. While I'm in death and despair, let me think of a color scheme. I feel like the red should be, but the red isn't that dark. Just can't contrast it with the skin. That's yeah. Okay, she can be like a little appley. We can make her a little appley. Uh, so yeah, it happened in a beach house. Uh, I'm kind of it's kind of giving uh like Danganronpa 2, like the second case. If you know what I mean. It's kind of giving like vibes of that. Uh, although I don't know how it would happen because I'm not. Look, I like mystery games because I like solving the mystery. I don't like making the mystery. Making the mystery is a whole different ballfield. Uh, but it's not like it has to be good. I doubt that anyone's gonna play it. It could just be for me. Uh, so yeah, so we can figure out that part later. Um, I just I would I want to confirm with myself that a it's happening in a beach house. It's gonna be beachy theme because I think that that's cute and fun because it's summer. Uh, back to I guess drawing. I'm now coloring it with the Famous Academy uh prosecutor colors. Because again, apparently there was a female uniform and nobody told me. Uh, not that like I've made like I don't think that any of my like Ace Attorney. Oh my God, I should include some of my old Ace Attorney scenes in this. I didn't even think about that. I don't have to technically make everything from scratch, but I still want to make all of most of these characters new. But I don't think most of my old Ace Attorney characters have any like I don't know. It's they're kind of just like in the Ace Attorney universe, but I didn't really think of them with the universe in mind. Does that make sense? They're more like I thought of like I made a character design. I was like they could be a prosecutor or they could be a defense attorney, unless like yeah, I'm making them because I want them to be in the Ace Attorney universe, which I feel like makes a good contrast between them and the other characters. Like they stand out more, but also like they also seem very out of place, like not in a good way. So, yeah, that's the end of that rant. Um, this is this is Loki giving Chris Deltrude. That's also ugly. Okay, yeah, but no, like the green. I'm so Deltrude piled. I can see anything. It's green and yellow. Also, the colors are way more uh diluted on the screen than it is on my monitor. On my tablet, I mean, not on monitor. Like on my monitor, they look like super. Okay, this is like Apple. This is straight up Apple, but they look super like rich and saturated on the stream. I look down, and it's like super bright, which is fine. You know, it can be super bright. I don't mind. Uh, but I just wasn't expecting it. I I think she should have like at this point I'm getting like rocker. Like this is giving me like she owns a bicycle. Uh, and she also just does law. This is giving Desiree uh delay. Like that's what this is giving right now. And I think that that's a great thing to give. I think I'm just gonna lean into that because I think that's fun. Uh I don't know. I feel like the color is kind of saving this because I wasn't really feeling the character design at first. Now I'm kind of feeling it. Did you zoom out though? Does look like she plays the piano as well. But what's wrong with the what's wrong with the good piano? Yeah, it really is giving like straight up. Maybe I should make it grayer, but then I don't feel like that's very on uniform. I could also just make it completely red, but then is she not just Apollo Justice and Clavier if they have a baby? Well, no. Okay. Thank you, Snowden Town. Is that what the track is called? Oh no, it's the Undertale track. Wait, I'm stupid. It plays during Snowden, so like my brain. Why is this here? My brain just thought it was the Snowden track. Um, yeah. How like how are we from like Papyrus Night, man? Papyrus Night. Oh my god. I don't think it's. I really do feel like it's a really funny craft theory, but like there's just no way, right? I'm like not even convinced that Toby will even let us see Papyrus. I don't think it's gonna happen, truthfully. Like I feel like Metaton at this point has more screen time than Papyrus does. I mean, you know, given that they both like don't actually appear, but at least Metaton has dialogue. Papyrus is just like, oh well, I don't know where he is. Like Toby thinks he's so funny, huh? Toby thinks he's just such a silly little guy, a little trickster, a little prankster. He thinks he's the funniest person in the world. Um, anyways, I don't know, man. I'm just ready. Let's do this stuff now. Yeah. Also, speaking of games that are ever coming out, Danganronpa's never coming out. That I'm like, oh my god. Like they said, like last year or whatever, that it come out in 2026. But like, Buddy, we're like almost past, well, past halfway at this point. Like, come on, we gotta pack it up here, man. There's only so many months where they could comfortably announce the release date before like it's just like gonna get delayed or just be really awkward. Uh, Pearson, boom. All right, I okay. I'm gonna finish the sketch. Then I'm probably gonna stop streaming because surprising even me, I've been streaming for like an hour, which is record time. Not that the record was particularly long or hard to break, but this is record time streaming. Uh, and it's been very fun. I don't think I've said a single important thing this entire stream. Definitely not about the game that I'm supposed to be making, but hopefully not that like I don't have much time to stream, especially because like I still live with my family and my brother is so loud and he's constantly on call with someone at all hours. So I basically don't have like any good time to like record anything uh for content and also like to stream anything by myself because he's gonna be too busy screaming. And also like you can hear like my mic throughout the entire house anyways. So you know what? We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll stream. Maybe I'll find a solution to not talking. Maybe I'll do like a text to speech stream or something. Uh, or I don't know. I'll figure it out, man. But I do like streaming. Like this is fun. I like talking to a mic and nobody, and just saying words out of my mouth. It's a great feeling and thing to do, actually. Uh, all right, back to back to traveling. Uh, oh, and also I can rant about how freaking Clippy or Gavin, like the way that they treat my boy in the games annoys me so much. Like this guy, I'm just so convinced that like minus the investigation section of her about Serenade, they just like they don't allow this guy to have like any outside thoughts. Like imagine, okay, this is not that I was watching, but this is spoilers for Ace Attorney 4. But like Yeah, big spoilers basically for last case, I guess. But like, imagine like your brother is going to jail for a second time, and like spoilers for the third case, like your bandmate also just got arrested for killing somebody. Like, dude, this guy turns around and it's just like, oh yeah, well, I guess that sucks. Huh? I feel like, I guess like, I mean, to give them like credit where credit's due with uh Kristoff, it was definitely like you could tell he was reacting in there mostly, but like in his head mostly, but he was definitely reacting to the information he was being given. And I feel like it's such like his entire character is just such a missed opportunity because he could have been so much greater than he already is. Like I like he's probably next to Blackwell, my favorite prosecutor. Uh, no shade to Edgeworth, of course. Um, Edgeworth specifically, not anyone else, just Edgeworth. I'm sorry, Edgeworth. But I don't know. I feel like there was so much more that could have been explored with him, and the fact that he had the nerve to show his face again during Dual Destinies and do absolutely nothing is crazy to me. Like, what? Dude, like, how are you doing? Are you okay? Like, all this stuff just happened to you recently, and he's over here like, oh yeah, time to perform a freaking song that I said I wasn't gonna be performing anymore with someone wearing a costume of apologies to spoilers again of freaking Apollo's mom. Gonna make Apollo's friend cosplay Apollo's mom. Like, what's the tech here? Th- What? What do you need? What do you need? Anyways, that's my freaking rant over Premiere. It's like the biggest missed opportunity of the Ace Attorney series. He could have been so he's already so good. He's already such a it's such a good idea to have a prosecutor that's like not like stingy and a little selfish at the gate. Uh, not that I think that all of them are like that, obviously, but like I appreciate a real truth guy when I see one, and I feel like making him not obsessed with winning first before having like he didn't have to go through an entire arc of that. I mean, again, not like he went through any crazy arcs for some reason, but I feel like it was a good idea. It was a good change of pace, especially right, like following behind Godot. That was a really good choice. Because Godot's Godot. We all know Godot. We may or may not love Godot. I like Godot. I don't have any like crazy thoughts on him. Like I think he's a really well written character. And I think that all the things he does make sense. I don't know. I don't have like you I'm not really like a like I love media and I love like talking about media, but real like media analysis is not my strong suit. Mostly because I don't really like feel like all the things that I'm saying out of my mouth, especially about media, are like entirely true. Like I could just be making stuff up, which I guess is like obviously like media is up to interpretation. And I feel like really everyone's interpretation of different media is important and like can definitely give insight on how they view the world sometimes. Uh, but also like I'm not entirely confident in my own ability of consuming media to critique media in a way that I feel like is like meaningful. Like it's either like I feel like my thoughts are like too crazy, or it's like this is like common knowledge and everyone knows this. You know what I mean? Uh, but like maybe one day. I'm really obsessed with the idea of critiquing media, even in like a positive or negative way. I think that like just consuming media in all its like shapes and forms is just a really fun and important thing that you should do. Uh, wow. Okay, this is a very insightful conversation I'm randomly having. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I really do like and especially like watching other people, listening to other people. Like I am that guy who sits through like 4 hours of someone talking about the same game, uh, because I think it's insightful to how I view the game sometimes. I and I also try to like I try to form my own opinion most times before I go and look at other people's opinions, especially with like social media, because social media, man, sometimes they'll just say stuff that just like doesn't make sense. Uh, and to like take the time to say that like, yeah, that doesn't make sense, as opposed to like even indirectly just ingesting that media. Uh, like especially like when something's fresh and people have mixed feelings on it, like it's really easy to just take the opinion of someone else's and just like that's just what you think, even like if you don't realize it. I mean, maybe it's just me thing, but like when I'm looking at like especially like even I could say for like the new digital circus, right? Like everyone's have has very mixed feelings on the entire thing. And and again, I mean, I did like it. Like, it was chill. Like again, I said earlier, like I'm not the biggest digital circus guy. I love it, but it's not like my favorite thing in the world. Uh, so like the fact that I got to sit with my thoughts and like really think about how I felt about the finale before going and seeing everyone's varying opinions on it. Uh, I don't know. I feel like I have a more like like I understand and know what I'm thinking before I see how other people think. I don't know. Hopefully this entire thing made sense. I really don't feel like it did, but I don't know. I think it's important to form your own opinions about media, and even if you feel like consuming and criticizing media that you like can be a little difficult, like it's really just practice. Like you can't really media literacy and stuff like that is really something that you can just learn. It's you have to continue watching things and playing things and reading things and continue criticizing it or taking it in different and meaningful and insightful ways before you can, I guess, truly like, I don't know, you know, I'm not good at ending like complex thoughts like that, but I hope I got my point across. Go like consume media and criticize and critique it and have fun with it. Like that is like one thing that I really do feel like it's kind of hard nowadays, especially with social media, is to just like have fun enjoying the stuff that you like. Like, especially with like, again, everyone's differing opinions on everything. Like, sometimes it can really dampen your enjoyment of something. And as long as it's not like freaking evil or something, or disgusting or illegal, like, you're allowed to have fun about things you like, you know? And you're allowed to enjoy it in different ways, um, because you like it, have fun. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, that's my rant for this stream. I'm almost done with this art. I feel like this turned out really well. I'm gonna be honest. This turned out way better than I thought it was going to turn out. So that's awesome. Oh, no, I messed with the eyeball. But yeah, I think she's cute. I think she's a cutie pie. I turned on alpha lock instead of drawing assist. I turned on drawing assist and that turned off alpha lock. But yeah, I should also be like working on like art fight probably, and my art fight rest that I haven't finished. But instead, I'm making up a new character because I want to. Um, what's that? And where is that? That's a better question. It's here. Oh, that's the thing that I drew that I thought I hid, but I didn't, I guess. Uh, but yeah, you know, uh, complex rant over. I'm genuinely just saying stuff out my mouth now. I'm gonna finish this up by at least giving it like a UI, cute little thing, so it can look like a professional, nice looking Ace Attorney fan game. And I'm really excited to work on the mouth and blinking at the same time. Because I actually have done that for a RenPy project, a personal one, which I should continue to work on and maybe share it at some point. Don't know if anyone would be interested in it. Uh, but I think it's a fun idea, and I really am liking how it's turning out right now. Maybe probably the most complex thing I've ever made. I should do this in Ibis Paint. Hold up. I'm gonna yoink this image. I'm gonna put it in Ibis Paint instead because Ibis Procreate is not good for making geometrical stuff. Uh, can I? Okay. But yeah. Uh, dude, I lost my train of thought. God, I'm so good with thinking and thoughts and stuff of the like. Uh, so good. In fact, I'm just gonna switch topics. Uh, I I really appreciated uh the I really appreciated this last direct, and I'm very conflicted on like directs in general recently because they've been kind of bad. Not gonna lie. At least in a bad that's like I don't care about what's being said, which isn't inherently bad, but also like I'm not like particularly excited about any games, but I'm also just not really a like I'm starting to become more of a Nintendo guy, but I'm not really like a super crazy Nintendo fan, especially not of JRPGs. Nothing wrong with the JRPGs, just haven't gotten into the kind of the entire uh genre as a whole. So like, I'm hyped. I'm really hyped for people who like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy and Fire Emblem and Xenoblade, et cetera, et cetera. It's just like not a genre that like I myself have really dug into, so I don't have like seeing it, seeing people be excited about it, being excited about it like when directs happen is awesome, but also like, it's like what defines like a crazy direct for me is if it's something that I like I really do like engage in. Like Deltarune, whenever anything Deltarune gets announced on any direct or anything like that, that's hype. That saves the direct for me. Like I thought that the last direct was great because I lost my crap when Deltarune was announced. I wish I had recorded it because I was like genuinely screaming. It was crazy. Um and yeah, stuff like that. Uh and again, like I said, like I do at some point want to get like more into like a bit more mainstream stuff. I've been playing. I can't believe I haven't talked about this stream, but I've been playing Pokemon Ultra Moon recently, uh and it's been great. Uh, kind of. I'm not very good at Pokemon. I may be the most like freshest out the womb Pokemon fan you'll probably ever meet. Like I was never really a Pokemon guy. Like it's one of those things where it's like I've grown up my whole life being surrounded around Pokemon, but Pokemon has never been a main interest for me, unfortunately. Uh, Minus the fact that I did watch the Sun and Moon anime while I was growing up, and I loved it. It was really surprising to me when I saw that people didn't like it because I thought it was great. But I could also understand that like whatever the previous anime was beforehand was like super crazy, and then like the style of Pokemon Sun and Moon was like super jarring. I get that. I've been there before, but yeah. So I'm very fresh on Pokemon, very Pokemon infant. Uh, and yeah, it's been really fun getting into Pokemon games, especially so late. And I'm like a big fan of the 3DS and it's everything. So being able to like play old Pokemon games how like God intended is really fun. Uh, and yeah, especially like strategically like planning planning out like different I'm just describing basic Pokemon. I'm sure that everyone's probably played like a few Pokemon games. I'm just describing like how to play a Pokemon game. I swear to God I don't mean it that way, but it's like it's a new experience for me. Um so it's been very fun to do and to play. Sorry, I'm searching up. what freaking color the Ace Attorney text box is. I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue. Uh, wow, I just said a bunch of nothing. But yeah, uh, it's been it's been really fun. Uh, I've really enjoyed it. I feel like I just did this in me twice. You know what? Yeah, dude. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's like dark, dark. This is way too light. Okay, I understand it now. Uh, but yeah, and also I guess I could talk about this. I find it really funny, like how much of like Ace Attorney has like directly like influenced a lot of Toby's works. Not like a crazy amount, but the fact that like Maya Fey was at some point an inspiration for Susie Deltarune, crazy, crazy stuff. And like the similarities between Maya's theme and Dating Start, like, crazy. It's just like not to be like this guy, and I'm not meaning it like this guy, but to see like big creators like enjoy the same games, kind of more obscure games that I really enjoy is like it's really fun. Like, the fact that Toby Fox played like Ace Attorney makes me happy. Just the idea of it. Uh, and I mean, I think that everyone should play Ace Attorney at some point. Not like I think everyone should enjoy Peak, but you know, although I really do feel like Ace Attorney specifically is one of those things where like it's either like everyone knows it because of like a meme, or everyone's like secretly played it when they were like 10 years old and then forgot about it, and then like you mentioned it to them and they're like, oh my god, I used to love that game. Which is great because that isn't someone else I have to convince to play as attorney. But I don't know. And it's like the fandom's still here. We're just really quiet. We're really quiet, and there's like, you know, we're we're kind of one big copium. Like I don't know. I love the Ace Attorney fandom though. I've had only positive experiences from the Ace Attorney fandom. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy. I mean, obviously, but I really like Ace Attorney with like all my heart. It's my favorite game franchise of all time. Uh, only rivaling Deltarune. Like Ace Attorney and Deltarune are basically on like the same pedestal with me, which is crazy to say. Because especially for Deltarune, because it's not even a finished game. Ace Attorney has like 6 games plus like 6 main games, not counting like any of the extra games or anything. So the fact that Deltarune is right next to Ace Attorney in my favorite games of all time that I've ever played, crazy work. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I feel like yeah, at the end of the day, I don't know. Ace Attorney is great. I'm happy that people have played Ace Attorney, even if they don't mention that they played Ace Attorney. Uh, because it just means so much to me at the end of the day. It's not like I don't even know why I like Ace Attorney so much. You couldn't tell me. I feel like it's just like it's inspiring as a whole. Just the entire franchise and all the characters and stuff I just love. Uh, yeah, and I guess here's like my little finale, my final product. Ignore my really bad handwriting. Handwriting is not my uh forte, but wow, it looks really bad when I looked up. Uh, it's also, I mean, it is kind of crazy, like how many people like just struggle with like handwriting because of the internet as well. Uh, but that's like a whole other kid. I could get into that on like a separate stream or something. Uh, But yeah, I just obviously, as everyone does, I don't really write in real life as much anymore. I have to more for my job, so I do kind of worry about it sometimes. But and that's just like too big. Okay, yeah, I'm actually like starving. Like, I need to finish this and go eat because I am genuinely starving. And I've still been streaming longer than I said I would. I said I would stop streaming like 20 minutes ago, and I'm still streaming. Uh, but maybe it's just because I like streaming so much, and I like yapping, and I like saying stuff that uh no one listens to. But yeah, man, here's my final product. Made a character design, did a thing, maybe a mock up. Oh, actually, no, actually, I lied. I so lied because I wanted to. One of the main ideas I got like so inspired by is like how like I think they have this on the Wii version of uh Ace Attorney, but having like colored having the colored borders for like the resolution I really wanted to do for a game like this. Uh, so I guess I could make them a little clovery something, since I guess clovers are gonna be the theme of the main character. That seems like something I can run with. Uh, yeah. And now looking at the clovers, it's also giving me Danganronpa flashbacks. Everything secretly leads back to Danganronpa, unfortunately. Uh, but yeah, I don't really want to overthink it. This is mostly just for me so that I can remember this in the future. Not that I'm basically probably just gonna look back on this live stream and then see what I said about this fan game for the next time I work on it. Which is hopefully on stream because honestly, this is pretty motivating, even if like it's kind of just me, myself, and I talking. You know, it's fun to just talk about everything and nothing at the same time. Um, I should probably flip it, or I can just not. What if I just don't? All right, there we go. There's the final product. I decided just now. Okay, now I should give it a background. I think that makes sense. Let's just do the whole shebang. Um, I should actually probably just cut this from Procreate. Okay, give me 5 seconds to flip through my apps really quick. Um, I mean, I guess I could. Nah, I'm just so speedy. It doesn't even matter. I'm doing everything back here. I know you guys can't see it. Like I swear to God, I'm going freaking crazy. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm gonna turn it back off again because I have to look at my files. That would have been bad. Not that there's much in there. Um, I'm not really like there. There's really much in my photos that isn't just art. Not gonna lie, but uh, what should I take? What should I take? I have to turn this off again. Or I can just actually, no. Let's just make up a background. I'm gonna search up Ace Attorney background, and I'm just gonna make something up. Uh, I guess it can be like one of the courtyards because I feel like that makes sense. Um, the Ace Attorney music is the the music is really inspiring. My brain isn't working. My brain's going too fast. Uh, and I'm just yeah. And I'm also looking at stuff, so this really isn't helping. You know what? I can find reference. We're just gonna ball. Who cares, man? This isn't for accuracy. This is just as a mock-up. I don't need to think too hard and too much about a mock-up. Like, why is Pinterest showing me spicy stir fry ads? They look really good. I'm gonna be honest. That little peak of ramen. I want ramen now. I'm also just hungry, but oh, I forgot the lights. All right, there we go. Um, what's like a final thing I could talk about? It's gonna loop back to Deltarune, baby. Deltarune tomorrow, man. I feel like Toby Fox thinks he's so funny for dropping that so, and not last minute, I guess. This is obviously intentional. But like, you're telling me, you're telling me we're gonna have like, I mean, at that point he hadn't posted like any newsletter or any information. Well, any newsletter in like really long. It was really long. It was a really long pause. And this tricky Toby's just gonna come back and be like, "Hey, Deltarune's releasing in 2 weeks." Excuse me? And now Deltarune's tomorrow, and like, I was gonna be so prepared. I was gonna have like, uh, I was gonna have a freaking like full 100% complete save before this. I was like planning. I was planning out everything. I was gonna be so prepared and ready for when the next Deltarune chapter would drop because I thought that I would have more time. And this goes to like my friends too, because like a lot of my friends haven't like completed chapter 4 or even like the weird route, uh, specifically chapter 4. I guess chapter 4 is kind of long to complete, so that's fair. But like everyone's kind of everywhere with Deltarune, and then this guy decides, yeah, actually, we're just gonna drop it in 2 weeks. Like, bro, what the heck? You gotta give me some time for. You gotta give everyone some time to prepare. I also just I don't know how couches work, bro. I'm freeballing this. It's okay. It's gonna be blurred. No one's gonna tell it that might be the worst couch that's ever been conceived. It's also too small. Something's wrong with that couch, man. Something's wrong with that couch. Can I not bring it up? It isn't bending the way I want it to. We're gonna have a really high quality painting back here. It's on Alpha Lab. I put a really nice, beautiful painting. I wish I could remember what that the judge painting looks like from memory. I guess I could try. I know it's like mostly dark and it's like Phoenix like looking. Wait, no, is it? Or is that? Or am I just making stuff up? Whatever. I'm gonna draw what I think I remember. Although now that I said it, I kind of like it's making a lot less sense now. But you know what? None of this has made sense. I've made basically no. I mean, yeah, I'm making progress, but I'm basically making no progress on a game that I planned 2 minutes before I started streaming. And again, I haven't streamed in so long. I'm just doing this because I'm bored. I don't have anything else to do. I might as well draw something as to not get burned out during art fight, I guess. Which, could be working on. It might be fun to stream maybe some art fight stuff. I don't know if you can stream art fight stuff. I guess I could ask. Uh, but that would be awesome. I like drawing on stream. I think it's fun. Uh, and yeah, I mean, because most of the times when like I draw, I'm just listening to music, so I'm basically thinking the same things I'm just saying out loud, except I'm just saying them out loud. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. I think it's fun. I don't know. I'm gonna draw a guard here. Why not? The guard belongs to be here. Uh, I kind of give him like the Mike Meekins type look. I don't know. It's gonna be blurred. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. It's gonna be blurred. I'm gonna have to give him hair though. I don't want to be bald. Yeah, this might be the greatest. This might be my like my achievement in background making, which I don't typically like doing. I mean, backgrounds are fine, I guess. Like doing game dev, especially by yourself, you kind of have to you're kind of forced to do a little bit of everything, and especially for visual novels, backgrounds is no exception. Uh, so I basically just forced myself to learn how to make backgrounds because I want to make games. So I guess it all pays off in the end or something. Oh, I was about to say, why isn't this working? Yeah, yeah. See, now it's looking like it's looking like a little Ace Attorney something now. We got something cooking. What it is, I don't know, but we got something cooking. This looks Ace Attorney adjacent, maybe. If you switch it really hard, you can see like you can see like a little door. This looks maybe like a courtroom lobby. Oh, I thought my Apple Pencil died. I'm gonna freak out. Um, okay, yeah, let's blur this baby. That's not blur. That's transform. I just want to know my mic's like been good this whole time. I haven't really had a good listen to like anything, and it hasn't really been working. I mean, it's passable, but and there we have it, bro. This is the final result, I guess. This is maybe what the game can look like. Uh, yeah, this is my final result. This is what I've done in the past hour 30. I feel like that's not that bad. She turned out really cute. I'm gonna be honest. I love this character design. I don't even know if it really reads any particular way. Uh, she kind of gives like a Uma Musume character. Uh, but it's really cute. I like it. Uh, oh my God, I should have made her bow a clover. I know that. Okay, I know that I picked up the clover idea midway through this design, but it being clover was so cute. Uh, anyways, yeah, this is it, guys. Uh, and I'm gonna end stream now, I guess. I think that's what people do when they're finished with something, what they decided their stream was gonna be. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I'm really hungry. So I'm gonna go eat now. Bye.